What's up, guys? This is the last backtesting video that I'm going to be posting. I will still be doing some backtesting in the Discord, like just some sessions. But for the most part, this is the final backtesting video I'm going to be uploading. I am more confident in my strategy now than ever. So some things are going to be a little bit different from the previous backtesting sessions. I haven't picked a date yet. I'm going to pick some random day. Um, we're going to go ahead and pull up. Let's see. I'm thinking either 2024 or 2023. I'm thinking 2023. I was not trading in 2023. We'll pick some random day. I want to get like an NFP just to like give us like some news. So we'll do October through October. We'll do the first week of October to get the NFP in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull up Forex Factory. We're gonna go ahead and do 2023, October 2nd through the 6th. All right, pretty stacked week. Let's go ahead and start it. We seem to have like a lot of, I haven't started yet. I have to go to here. There we go. Like I said, I will be using Tradeful for this. If you guys want to use Tradeful as well, there is a link in the description of this video where you guys can use Tradeful. It's my Tradeful link. It's my affiliate link, but I'm just kind of showcasing here. There will be new features and adjustments coming to Tradeful in the future, like a full journaling and everything. But that's pretty much it for that, for me talking about Tradeful. You can see we have 10 a.m. news. We have Powell speaking this day. So price might be a little bit slow, but we do have 10 a.m. news. What is this? Oh, that was on Sunday. That was market open, I think. We're going to go ahead and jump to, since we have 10 a.m. news, we'll do regular. As you can see, you can also set this up with Tradeful where you have this jump to. There's the regular New York open, like 9:30 a.m., the London, and then I think that's Oceanic, like Australia, and then this is Asia. But you can see right here, I can do custom ones. I put one for 8:30 news and then one for the regular because I get on at 9 on regular days unless we have 8:30 news. So I do pay for this, so I can pull up this. I can pull up dual charts. I also have the 30-second chart as well, which I used to not have before I paid for this. Now I will start with the back testing here. We're going to go on the daily chart. Let me also match these. All right. I'm going to start on the daily chart. I want to see if we're inside of a daily gap. So we are delivering out of an hour of this daily gap to the left here. And do you have any SMTs? No SMT. We did sweep this low. So daily is bullish, but that is on a very, very, very high time frame. I want to check here on my normal higher time frames. I usually just use the daily to see if we're delivering out of anything. And we are delivering kind of out of a daily here and a daily down here. We're not currently in one, so I don't really care too much for the daily time frame. Now this 4 hour is telling me I'm bearish here. We have an SMT at these highs. 4 hour closed below here. So I am looking pretty bearish here until at least this low, because this is an intermediate low inside of this gap. Actually, this might be a protected low on the hourly. But hourly is looking very bearish here, so I'm going to be looking for a sweep of this low. Let me go ahead and mark it out so we can check for SMTs here as well. Mark it here on ES. All right, so this is the low I'm looking for here. Coming into this day with a pretty good bearish bias here. Let's go ahead and head on to the lower time frames. If I were to want a short here, I would want to see a pullback like this, and then a short setup delivering off of some gap on the higher time frame. Or we could look for a sweep of this low and then get a long off of it possibly. So we'll see which one we get. So we did form an SMT here at the lows. SMT might hold. Let me go ahead and pull this over. This is the 4 hour gap. This is the hourly. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. They're pretty much the same on the higher time frame. SMT at the lows. We did actually close below this last one, so I'm not sure how much I want to take longs here, even with the SMT. We'll see. Okay, so we did not close above this 5-minute here. So we did just close above here. We have the SMT at the lows. Kind of looks like this with the SMT at the lows. Are we delivering off of anything? No, we closed below the 5-minute as well. Don't really like the idea of a long here with a close below the 5-minute. Let's see. Yeah. I see the SMT though. We're just not delivering off of anything. We do have an unfilled 15-minute here. It would be a good break-even spot, but I really not really in I don't care for this setup so much. I like that we're delivering not delivering, sorry. I like the idea of the sweep with an SMT at the lows though. Where's the 9 a.m.? Okay. All right. We could look for, that would be partials, full TP. Do we have like a 1 hour unfilled? No, the 1 hour is filled. We already tagged into it. This isn't a horrible setup. I'll take this. We have the SMT. I know we don't have the sweep, but we have the SMT, so it would be partials right here. Full TP at the buy side. Okay, all right. I'm risking $500, like a normal 50K account. Let's go ahead and play this forward. Okay, stop loss at break even. Ooh, that would have been no stop at break even. All right. Now my break even is going to be like this. This is how you do it on Tradeful, by the way, guys. I'm going to show you guys so you guys know how to use it when you guys use Tradeful to backtest in the future. You click right here where it says edit trade, hit stop break even, confirm break even. Now you can see my stop loss is at break even, and then boom, we ran TP there. Nice and easy, done for the day before market open. Well, we were in the trade before market open, and the market open at TP for us. All right, so what do we have for this setup? Do we have a higher time frame sweep? No, but we did have an SMT. Do we have a higher time frame? Or no, we had a lower time frame sweep. No, no delivery. Did this trade go along with my bias? Yes. Were we in discount? Yes. Good liquidity pool. Yes, an unfilled 15-minute. Is price chopping? No, not really. Now, why am I okay with not having a higher time frame sweep? We still had some form of sweep there. We had like a manipulation leg. Why was I okay with no sweep and no delivery, no higher time frame? Because of the SMT. ES is delivering off of a gap. That's where the 4-hour gap formed, is below the that big low there. And we did still have a liquidity sweep on NQ. All right, we had this little manipulation leg type of liquidity sweep here. And another thing that I marked out, I didn't say anything, but I did look at this. This was the 9 a.m. open. So the hourly candle seemed like it was forming open, low, high, close. And this higher time frame SMT I liked as well. Right? So this SMT kind of made up for the no liquidity, or for the like not exactly mechanical. And I know we closed below this 5-minute, but right after we closed below it, we formed a big SMT with my current draw. All right, so now I'm done for the day. And we had a good draw of this 15-minute gap here. Full TP at the highs for like an average of like what? It was like averaged here, 1.3R. Not bad. I was making sure I took off something at this 15-minute gap though. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and jump to the next day. All right, the next day we have Jolts, 10 a.m. Let's go ahead, clear the charts here. We click this. And let's check the 4-hour. Or I'll check the daily again. I don't think we're going to be in a daily gap this time unless we moved a lot after I got off or took that last trade. Yeah, so we're not inside of a daily here. We still have the SMT at the lows on the daily there. Did tap back into that 4 hour. We have a new 4 hour we could look for a pullback to right here. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say we already tapped into it, or already swept this low at the gap on it's not unfilled, but we do have the 4 hour. We already swept this low on ES is what I was gonna say. But really what I'm thinking is the reason why I cut myself off. If we tap into this 4 hours, sweep this low, and get a long off of it, probably ES would be sweeping this low. And then, so that would be a good spot because you'd form an SMT. That's kind of what I'm thinking going into here. Also, if I go down on the 1 hour here, you can see we have some generated LRL here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out this LRL. Kind of like this. Got to look for a setup here though. We'll go ahead and go to the, move this to 1 minute. And let's see. Let me see real quick. Yeah, price on this higher time frame is bearish. I'm looking for shorts here until we hit this 4 hour. But I would want to get a, for a continuation, I would want to pull back. Why can't I gotta move this in. All right. And real quick, I actually want to mark this out real quick just so I can watch for the SMT if it forms with this sell side here. Okay, we tapped into this 5 minute. I would prefer like a 15 minute, but those are all the way up there. If we're really bearish here, I don't think we're going to run all the way up to that 15 minute. Formed a 5 minute here. Don't really like the idea of taking this 5 minute short here. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I wouldn't have taken this either way just because of how far in discount this was. I would prefer waiting for like this to get a long off of. Are we tapping into any 15 minutes here? No, the 15 minute is all the way up here. I'll mark it out, see if we do touch it, but I highly doubt it. Maybe an hourly. Okay, we did just touch an hourly. I like that. Actually, I'll leave this 15 minute where it was. I'll just know we're inside the hourly. I'll just pay attention to that. Delivering off the hourly. We have a 1 minute gap here. Okay. Oh, we reswept the high. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We reswept the high here. Let me check the 30-second. Thinking maybe a Judas swing here. Okay, no 30 seconds in there. Okay. Ooh, almost tapped that 15 minute. Now I really wanted to tap this 15 minute here. Unless we leave relative equal highs there. Okay. Now we just tapped into the 15 minute. Actually, I want to double check my bias real quick. Let me go to the 15 minute again. I want to see if we've gotten any higher time frame inverses here. Nope. Still inside the hourly. Delivering off this 15 minute. Check the 5 minute. We have an unfilled 5 minute here. We have, okay, we don't have anything else. No 2 minutes. No 1 minutes. No 1 minute yet. There's a tiny 1 minute that could possibly form. Ooh, no 30-second there at all. No possible setups here whatsoever. Unfortunate. Okay, we re-tap into this 15 minute here. Let's see. Price is now tapping into this last 15 minute. I'm still bearish here. That SMT at the lows, I don't really care too much about just because it's not with my final sell side. I know it's with some of these. I know it's with this internal right here. Not internal, that's still an external. But on the higher time frame, it's internal. I'm still bearish here. And we do have 10 a.m. news, so. Come on. Load, please. This is one of the only problems right now with Tradeful is the loading times with certain time frames. And they are getting better. I know it's a new platform, so I try not to complain too much about it. Okay, we have multiple 2 minutes there. A 3 minute. Probably have a 5 minute now. Yeah, we have an unfilled 5 minute here. Let me move this up. This is the unfilled 5 minute. Yeah, don't really like the idea of any of these. Unfilled 3 minute here. Then we have a 3 minute that's already formed. Okay, that's 10 a.m. news. Nice. So 10 a.m. news, we leave a data low. Okay, we just swept the data low. Again, I'm still bearish here. It just sucks that price didn't give us anything to short. And okay. Refresh this. I don't want to put any cuts in the video. So what I'll do is I'll put timestamps so you guys can skip over certain loading things. Don't worry, guys. I got you. All right. What's going on with their servers? We're chilling though. All right. So as I was saying, I was bearish here, just unfortunately no setups. You could say we have this 1 minute setup here that we closed below. You're like, oh, well, why didn't you take this? First of all, this was right before news, which news does just move the market where it's going to go anyways. But that's shorting straight into this 3 minute gap. Like your entry is literally at the 3 minute gap, which just makes it a lower probability entry anyways. So a lot of the times I don't really care too much about news because it just moves the market where it's going to go anyways. But unfortunately, we just did not get a setup to the sell side here. All right, we tapped into the sell side, created an SMT at it. Actually, I was surprised about this SMT. And okay, never mind. I was surprised that ES didn't take it first, is what I was going to say, but we just took it now. So now there's no more SMT. I do want to mark out if we have any unfilled 5 minute gaps. We do not. We are about to have one though, but we do not have one yet. It would be this right here that we're about to form. Do we have any setups we could take to it? No, there's a 2 minute there, fat 2 minute. So unfortunately, no. Now we formed this 5 minute. I do want to see. This might be a no trade day. We might just dump through the sell side here. Let's check the 30-second. No sweep here, so not going to be a setup. I just want to check the 30-second, see what we have on it. All right, so yeah, there's nothing really here on the 30-second. Go back to the 1 minute. I'll go ahead and skip time forward a little bit. See if we get anything. So we just reswept the low here. This is some pretty terrible price action down here. Let's see if we have any overlapping gaps that we're delivering off of here. Not really. No hourly, maybe 15-minute. Nope. If anything, we closed below the 15-minute. Not really leaning bullish here whatsoever. All right, so we do have a 30-second there. Just now we have the inverse, and we do not have a 1 minute. It's strictly this 30-second. So 30-second long would look like this with a stop loss at the OB, right? My stop loss is always at a swing low, unless we have an OB to put it at. So the OB right here would be my stop loss. Break even, unfortunately, would have to be either here or here. And let me see, where's the 10 a.m. candle? I'm gonna look if we're looking for a 10 a.m. open, low, high, close or not. That is a very, very high 10 a.m. candle. I'm not really looking for an open, low, high, close here. Not really looking for a reversal. We are still possibly delivering out of this 4 hour. It is possible. And I like the fact that we put in an OB here, forming this iFVG. Do we have an SMT on the higher time frame? Maybe. Let me check. No, it does not seem like it whatsoever. Okay. Anyways, we have a higher time frame sweep here. This kind of formed a manipulation leg. We generated some liquidity at the lows. I'm just kind of commentating what we have for the setup while I'm waiting for this to load, so we can go ahead and enter. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll just look for a 1R here into this 5-minute gap. Is this a 15-minute or a 5-minute? Let me see. This is a 15-minute and a 5-minute. Let's go ahead and boom. Just looking for a 1R here. Let's see, is this 1R or is, okay, right here is 1R. Boom. All right. It's 498. Okay, boom, 1R. Go ahead and watch for some SMTs here with our gap. Okay. Now, this is kind of where the subjective part comes in. All right. I am looking for this 15-minute rebalance, and I can decide whether I want to do break even here or break even here at one of these highs. Now, because I'm using this specific model, I will wait for this second high to get hit. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to move stop to break even. Remember how I said to do it before? Edit trade, set break even, boom. Stop loss at break even because we ran this internal high. Okay, stopped at break even here. Now, what do we have for the setup? Higher time frame sweep, delivery off a PD array, go along with my bias, yes. Are we in premium or discount? Yes, we're in discount. A good liquidity pool, yes, an unfilled 15-minute. And is price chopping? Price is chopping a little bit more now that we're in our setup. I will put, honestly, yes, because it doesn't look like it on the 30-second, but it definitely is on the 1 minute. Put that in here. So I was a little bit more careful with my stop loss. And you can see that stop loss at break even saved us from a loss right there. Nice. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it will. In this case, it did, and I'm glad I moved stop to break even there. Now, let me turn my headphones back on. My headphones did just turn off. Now, after seeing this price action, like I said, it's probably choppy on the 1 minute. You can see it is pretty choppy on the 1 minute here. I liked the idea of putting my stop loss at the OB. The entry was fine. I liked the momentum that we had, and that break even was a good break even. Now, in this case, it didn't matter which break even you used. If you put at the first high, which I had a little bit more conviction in this 15-minute unfilled getting hit because I see them get hit a lot, looking for a rebalance. I also didn't like the choppiness of the price. So either one of those break evens would have done. And yeah, that's it for this specific setup. I'm not going to wait here for this to load. I'm going to go ahead and go forward. Let's go ahead and play time forward here. We just formed a new 1 minute gap. Still have this unfilled 15 minute. We formed a 1 minute. Do we have a 2 minute? Very, very tiny 2 minute that I don't really care about. Let's check the 3 minute. Let's see. Okay, no 3 minute. We have these two 1 minutes here that we could take for a setup to this high. Sucks how big the stop loss would be on this one, or to the 15 minute unfilled, and then you look for 1R inside of it. Let's see. Okay, so no setup there. And this is almost the end of the day at this point, and price is just getting pretty choppy here. Kind of feeling a little bit more bearish, especially if we close below here, forming a bearish order block. And that's the end of the day there. So no setups on that day, just break even. And then Wednesday, October 4th, we have 8:15 news, which I think this actually comes out at 8:30. I don't know why it says 8:15. I'll check. Sometimes the data wick for this news will be at 8:15. Sometimes it'll be at 8:30. It's a little weird. So I just base it on 8:30. Unless I'm on the chart and I see it come out at 8:15. It's a little weird sometimes though. Okay, so it was 8:15 this time. I know someone's gonna make a comment about, bro, it says 8:15. In live time, bro, sometimes it doesn't make a data move until 8:30. I don't know why. But yeah, this is a data low. We don't really have a data high. I would prefer a sweep of this high to get a short. I'm gonna go ahead and check the higher time frame real quick, so just to give myself some bias. Go ahead and clear all this stuff off. Delivering out of the 4 hour. I like that. Still SMT at the lows though. Not really that good. This SMT is holding. Now let me go down to the hourly. We did just sweep this high. Now what I would prefer, just because this is a data, because we have a data low, I would prefer we re-sweep this and then get a short here. I wouldn't want to just enter off of this big gap here. Number one, that's bad risk to reward. And number two, even if I go on a lower time frame, not even talking about the risk to reward, but on a lower time frame, it's just from backtesting, I know this setup is not probable unless we have the liquidity sweep. It's possible, but not probable, right? And the whole point of trading is trading what you know gives you the highest probability. And you can see, if you would have just FOMO'd this short, been like, oh, data low, data low, data low, data low, then you would have taken a loss, right? And I just know from probabilities from my backtesting that it's not as high probability, right? And there was also an SMT at the data lows there. So now we just swept buy side. We reswept buy side here. Do we have any gaps? We have a 5 minute that's starting to form, a 3 minute, we have 4 minute? Oh, my 4 minute chart's not showing. I gotta refresh this. Guys, I know you guys are gonna talk bad about Tradeful, but it is new. Just so you guys know, they're working on a lot of things. It literally just can't. It's still in, I think, beta. So it's not even fully out yet. I mean, it's publicly out, like you can use it, but it's not finished. So give it a chance. All right, that wasn't too bad. Now, let me fix this back to 1 minute. Let me check the 4 minute. Okay, so we do have a possible 4 minute gap here. Okay, we formed a 4 minute. Did we form a 5 minute? Yes, we did form a 5 minute here as well. So we have a 5 minute. We're delivering out of those big gaps to the left. ES has formed an SMT at this high as well. Let me mark this out. Ooh. SMT at this high. Kind of like this. Kind of like this. Break even would be at the unfilled 5 minute. 1 minute. Do we have a 2 minute? No 2 minute. No 3 minute. No 4 minute. All right. Just 1 minute setup. Oh, that is a fat TP. Don't really want to sit here for that whole TP. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty far TP, to be honest. That is a really far TP. But its price is kind of looking bearish here, though. That's the only problem. Kind of think I'm gonna take this, but I'm thinking where to put my TP. Where do I want to put my TP? 4.7R is kind of crazy. Maybe look for this low. I don't really care for 3R either. I'm thinking just targeting a 2R, to be honest. To be honest with you guys, I'm thinking just targeting a 2R. We did make equal lows here, so maybe just target these equal lows. That'll be good. Partials at 1R. Okay, let's go ahead and mark it 1%. Partial TP somewhere here. I'll put it at 2R after I select it, or 1R after I select it. All right. Okay, where's my TP2? Are we serious right now? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Let's do it. Crazy fill though. 1R. I got 1R pretty on point, dude. Just by guessing it, to be honest. You guys saw it, you guessed it. Let me fix this real quick. Manage take profits. I gotta copy it. Copy price. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, stop loss break even. Now, this could just be an early break even, but stop loss is break even at this 5 minute gap. Ooh. Did we get tagged break even? That would have been a break even there. How do we not get tagged break even? Okay, we got tagged break even there. All right, I didn't want it to TP, bro. I wanted it to count as break even. Do we have a higher time frame sweep? Yes and no. I'm gonna put no, because we did sweep a higher time frame, but this was more off of a manipulation leg. Actually, I'll put yes, because we did, and then we had a manipulation leg. Deliver off a higher time frame Peter Ray? Yes. Did this go along with bias? Yes. I was looking for the shorts to the data lows. Are we in premium for a short? Yes. Do we have a good liquidity pool? Yes. The data low. Is price chopping? The price is moving pretty good. I mean, this just formed a manipulation leg, so no, price is not chopping. All right. Now, I would look for an entry off this 5 minute if we close below, but the whole reason I had a stop loss break even at the 5 minutes because I'm not sure if it's going to hold. All right. Okay. So right here, we just closed below the 5 minute. I will now re-enter partials at the equal lows, full TP at data lows. I like this. Re-entering here. And I'm completely fine with that stop at break even. All right, guys. I don't want you guys to think like FOMO, like, oh, it's going down now. That my stop loss at break even had a reason. It wasn't just a random stop at break even. It had a reason behind it. Everything that I do with my trades has a reason behind it. All right. Let me watch. I'm watching for SMTs here. That's actually this low. But the main low is this one here. Don't want to move stop break even too early. Where's my full draw? Okay. Watching. Okay. We touched it here. Okay. I'm going to move stop to break even here. I know it doesn't show my position. It's a little glitch that Tradeful is doing, but I can just go down here, confirm break even. All right. Do it like that. Stop loss now at break even. Now we're just, okay, partial TP there. And stopped at break even. Unfortunately, that SMT is holding at the data lows. So do we have a higher time frame sweep? Yes, it's the same setup as before, but the higher time frame. So yes, we have a higher time frame sweep. Do we have higher time frame delivery? Yes, along with bias. Yes. Are we in discount? No, we're in premium for this setup. Good liquidity pool? Yes. Price chopping? No. All right. Now, do we have? Oh, this was market open that stopped us at break even. Okay. Now we can look for a new setup. Still have my draws this data low. Maybe a continuation setup. We don't have any gaps to deliver off of here. Okay, we have the 15-minute actually. We have the 15-minute that could hold. I want to see a reaction to the 15-minute though. I want to see a reaction. Okay. That stop at break even saved us there. Nice. So you can see where entry was on the 5-minute would have been completely cooked if we did not move break even with partials there. We even secured some profit on top of if we were to just do a full TP here. That's another reason I like partials. Yes, it cuts into your profit in specific situations, but you can see here, targeting these equal lows for my partials, we secured a little bit of profit instead of getting stopped out here. See what I mean? Now we reswept this high. We can still look for a short to this data low. Okay, I want to check the 30-second here. Okay, my 30 seconds a little delayed. Now I gotta refresh this. It is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but all right, guys, I was just grabbing some water there. Sorry about that. And updated as soon as I got back. Perfect. Let's go ahead and move these up. Wait for these charts to load. All right. We are on the 30-second here already. No 30-second chart or 30-second gaps right now. Let's go ahead and check some other time frames. We do have, I'm assuming, an unfilled 5-minute. Nope, 3-minute. Right here. Okay, maybe we don't want these data lows. We just swept to the high on ES. Maybe ES was going for the high. Don't really have anything to look for to the left. We just tapped into the last 15-minute. Not really much to look for on like for buys here. I'm still pretty much stuck on shorts to this sell side. We have a 1-minute gap. Obviously the 3-minute. I'm pretty sure we formed a 5-minute just now. Okay, we have this 5-minute. And we have this 3-minute. That's actually a little bit closer. What do we have here? Okay, 2 minutes not showing. Come on, bro. I'm gonna have to refresh again. Oof. 1 minute short did just form. I want to check the 2-minute here, dude. I'm gonna have to refresh. How many days are we in? Are we only in 2 days at 40 minutes? Are we in? I think we're in 3 days. Oh my gosh, dude. Just sometimes it's a little bit slow, which does suck, but all right. Come on, Tradeful. I know you can. I know you can do it. Okay, no gap there. I like this 1 minute short now. Let's go ahead and put this on 1 minute. Let me go ahead and move it forward 1 second. Okay. I like the idea of this short here. Break even would be at the 3-minute. Sucks how close the break even has to be here. My break even would be at this unfilled 3-minute. Gonna go ahead and enter here. I will do again 2 TPs. Actually, since we're not running this, I'll just do a full TP at 1R. Now watch this be the one that runs all the way down. But since we failed to run it multiple times already, okay, stop loss break even here. And stop at break even. Unfortunately, stop at break even, but there's nothing we can do. I was hoping we would just continue that momentum, dump through that gap, but unfortunately not. This is just one of those days where it's taking forever to hit the data low. Higher time frame sweep, gap, yes. Along with bias, yes. In premium, good liquidity pool. Price is not chopping. Price chopped is like not really chopping, but it's moving a little bit slower since we entered. Okay. I don't like the idea of the short. I'm not taking this. Now, let's see. What do we have here? We have a, 5-minute. Nothing really we can enter here, to be honest. Let's kind of open that stop at break even saved us. What was this? Is this 10 a.m. news? Okay, this 10 a.m. news again. We have 10 a.m. news almost every day. So 10 a.m. news now leaves a data high. Now what we have to do is wait for this data high to get taken to look for shorts. Or we have to take out this data low and then look for longs. We'll see. Okay. We don't sweep data lows. What are we doing? All right. Not taking longs here. Okay. There we go. Swept data lows. Now we have data highs on NQ and ES. Looking for this data high. I want to set up to it. Let's hope we get something. What do we have here? We have a no 5-minute, no 4-minute, no 3-minute. Possibly forming a 2-minute. Ooh, no 2-minute there. All right. I like the soup of this low. I like it a lot. I mess with this. Let's take it. iFVG, are we delivering off of anything? Let's check. Are we delivering? Okay, we're delivering off of hourly. Perfect. This is beautiful. 1 hour FVG. If this fails, whatever. All right. If this fails, it's just meant to be. It's just probability. Stop loss at the low. Targeting data high for 1.7. Can we do partials here? Yeah, we'll run partials right there. And then we'll run full TP at the data high. Boom. 1%. Partials here at about 1R at that high. And then full TP here at data highs. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Go ahead and put this on the data highs. All right, let's see. Okay, boom. Partial TP there. Stop at break even. And boom. Nice. Now, what do we have on this setup? Higher time frame sweep. Deliver off a higher time frame gap. Did this trade go along with bias? Yes. Are we in discount? Yes. Good liquidity pool? Yes. Data highs. Is price chopping? Definitely not. All right. This is a beautiful trade. Unfortunately, we had to go through a partial and a bunch of break evens to the data low, and then we got a beautiful data high setup. Sweeping the data low, delivery off higher time frame gap. Beautiful setup here. Now I will go ahead and jump to the next day. What do we have? We have unemployment claims, which means we're going to start at 8:30. So I'm going to select my custom skip time. Now let's see where we're at here. All right. Let's see if we get a nice data wick. Okay, nice data candle. Got a high. We got a low. I'm going to mark it out on both. I'm assuming this data low is going to get hit first. Okay, data low taken out there. Now, for a long, honestly, I would prefer we sweep something a little bit below it. I also want to check my higher time frame here. We have an SMT at this higher time frame. Go ahead and mark these out. Put that there. All right. Now, what do we have for delivery? Do we have like an hourly maybe? Okay, we have an hourly down here we could long off of. Now, I'm not looking for that high because of the SMT at it, but I am going to be looking for maybe a data wick setup here. I'm going to mark out I'll put this data high. I didn't mark it before because I didn't know which one was going to get taken out. And I don't want to have a bunch of words on my screen. Honestly, I want to see the reaction to this 15-minute and this hourly here. All right, we're kind of dumping through it at this point. I'm going to go ahead and mark out this sell side here. I want to see if we sweep it on these. I want to see if maybe we form an SMT. Just want to see. Okay, 15-minute did close below. I am going to be more bearish here now. I know we have an hourly, but this 15-minute close below, I'm going to be bearish here. I'm going to wait till we sweep out sell side to look for longs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. I don't really care. I want us to... We didn't even form an SMT there, so not really looking for a long here. I know we got data highs above. Did the hourly close below? Okay, hourly did not close below. I do like that. We are getting close to market open here. We're not even delivering off of anything for a continuation long here. So go ahead and just skip towards market open. What a horrible market open. We're just chopping back and forth here. Okay. Maybe we'll run my my current sell side draw here. And maybe we will get a long off of it to the data highs. We have an SMT at data highs. I did not see that. There's possibly a setup in there. Maybe on the 30-second. Very mid 30-second setup. I wouldn't have taken that. I don't want a long here. Still haven't swept sell side. We're just edging this sell side here. All right, nice. We took it there. I want to check the 1 minute. Did form a very tiny 1 minute there. Let me check the 2 minute. We're delivering off anything as well. These are the things you got to watch out for the entire time you're trading. Okay, possible 15-minute delivery here with the SMT at this sell side here. Okay, let me go back down to the 1 minute. All right. So we have this very, very tiny 1 minute. Let me check the 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. Okay, we have an unfilled 5 minute here we could target, but that 1 minute is just very, very tiny. Okay, we are kind of just still dumping through this. Maybe we'll look for a new sell side here. Maybe we look for this to deliver off of. Let me get rid of this stuff. Maybe we're looking to deliver off of this. Do we have a gap to the left of it maybe? Okay, no hourlies. Not really anything here. No, okay. Go ahead and refresh this. This is kind of slowing down my backtesting video, but it's fine. I understand the website's a work in progress and everything, so. And I'm completely keeping this uncut so you guys can see the full results of the backtesting. So I will not be cutting any of this out, but I will be leaving the little the timestamps so you guys can skip over these parts. It's definitely not going to be a good look. having a bunch of these the timestamps for this. Reset this too. All right, so the next gap would be really far. We'll just see the reaction to this. To sweeping this maybe. Maybe we form an SMT at the lows. Ooh, what? That is some momentum out of nowhere. We closed above, but I don't really like this. 2 minutes still there in the way. 4 minutes in the way. Okay, we swept the sell side here. And I think this was 10 a.m. news. No, there was no 10 a.m. news this day, right? Yeah, there was none. Maybe we get a reaction off of this low. We formed an SMT at it. Are still kind of just dumping down here. Price is acting very bearish, and I want to be bullish because of my higher time frame. Maybe we are coming to this unfilled 4-hour. I will go ahead and mark it out. Where's my tools? Okay, my tools are not saved. Sorry about this, guys. Looking for this box here. Oh, it didn't save my preset either. One second. Sorry about this. All right. So, delivering off of this. Why is the text also pink? All right. So, looking for maybe a pullback to this 4-hour here. I need to go ahead and move it over. Whatever, it's in the middle now. Doesn't really matter. 4-hour gap here. Thinking maybe we tap into it here. We did just sweep the sell side. We're not delivering off of anything either. I don't really like that we're not delivering off of anything, to be honest. We have an unfilled 5-minute to pull back into. It should be this here. Oh my gosh. Turn on the magnets. All right. Okay, tap the 5-minute anyways. Don't really know what I want here. This might be a no trade day. And what is going on with their website right now? This is not good looks, to be honest. Spent that whole time trying to fix my tools. Okay, my tools are still here. I am going to. We did finally sweep the sell side. We still have an SMT though on ES. I don't necessarily. No, we formed equal lows here, so I can't take anything here. I think this is, like I was about to say earlier, this is probably going to be a no trade day for me. Maybe not. Okay, bro. What are we doing? I'm getting so aggravated with this. My headphones turned off. Oh my gosh, bro. Someone tell more trades to fix this website. Finally. There's something's got to be going on in the website. They got to be doing maintenance or something. But like I was saying, relative equal lows here. Don't necessarily like this. We haven't tapped into the 4-hour gap yet. Played price forward. That would have been a break even anyways. Didn't hit 1R. Now we tapped into the 4-hour. I was saying, this might be a no trade day. And then I said, oh, wait, maybe not. We tapped into the 4-hour here like I wanted. Do we still have the SMT? I don't think we have the SMT anymore. Okay, we do still have the SMT actually. It's pretty good. Unfilled 5-minute. No, we have an unfilled 3-minute here though. Okay, another unfilled 3 minutes all the way down here. Unfortunate. Don't want to take this. It's kind of a bum setup. I don't think we're going to get anything though, to be honest. Let's play this forward. Maybe a 30-second. Maybe I stand corrected and maybe we formed an unfilled 5-minute. There might be a 30-second here. Let's see. No, not taking these. And that's the end of the day there. All right, now we can go on to the final day. Jump to, what do we have this day? Okay, NFP. I forgot. I said, yeah, we're doing NFP. We got to get a good news day with our CPI, PPI, NFP. And I did not feel like checking the CPI day of this month. So I just did the first week for NFP. All right, boom. That's the NFP candle. We created a data low here. Holy crap. Created a data low here. I'm assuming we're just going to run it. Yeah. Okay, so we ran the data low. Now, what I would look for here, let's see what we got. Let me go ahead and remove all this off my screen. I don't need all this extra stuff. Okay, so we just swept these lows. Ooh. Okay, never mind. We swept the low on both. And looking for maybe we dump to this low. And then we get a long off of this low possibly because we have relative equal lows here. Let me go ahead and mark it out. Relative equal lows. And this is the low on both of them actually. Let me mark it out. I don't think there's relative equal lows on ES though. I think that's just on NQ. Oh, my camera battery also died, dude. I've been recording for so long, my camera battery died. That's insane. Don't worry, guys. This is not going to take me that long. It takes 2 seconds. I'm going to buy one of those things that I don't have to change the battery. It's like a battery replacer. And it's just something that you plug into the wall and stuff. And it just like keeps your camera alive for like streaming and stuff. All right. So I am more bearish here going into this. Just because of the way we're reacting to this low. And we're not really delivering off of anything here, are we? I mean, we have this low, we have this 15-minute. We made a relative equal low there. I would want to see some more structure for him here, to be honest. I don't want to just take anything out of nowhere. I want to see some structure for him. Probably have to wait until about market open. If we would have gotten like a good data wick to target, then maybe, but unfilled 5-minute here. Again, still not delivering off of anything. We tapped the 5-minute. We probably closed above it, it seems like. So we closed above the 5-minute here. Just tapped into the 15 though. Don't really like this long setup here. You're targeting like a void, so I'm not going to take this. Okay, so it would have worked for at least 1R, but I didn't really like this. Now we just got to market open. Let's go ahead and see what market open does. Market open pumps up here. We tap into this 15-minute, or we're still in this 15-minute. And honestly, after being so up on the week, I would probably just not really care too much about taking anything this day. Okay, so we did inverse this 2-minute for a short 3-minute. Let me see, 38 divided by 3. No, we need 1 more minute forward in order to see if it inverses. Okay, there we go. It inversed there. So this is the highest time frame here. Do we have any confirmation that we're bearish here? Do we close below anything? Okay, we close below this hourly. Problem is we are kind of delivering off of this one. Don't really want to short into that hourly. ES is also bearish here. I don't really want to short into this. It would be like this. That would be a huge stop, and you would have to target like this low. I wouldn't want to risk the capital I've already made on the week on something like this. You can see that would have been a break-even trade there. No resweep of the highs for a new setup. Okay, where's the 10 a.m.? Let me mark out this 10 a.m. open. I gotta fix this, don't I? Okay, there we go. 10 a.m. open is there. Definitely seems like an open low high close here. So I'm going to be more bearish, but we don't have any setups here. I mean, bullish. I don't know why I said bearish. So here we have a new setup. I don't like this. It's too high in premium for a long. You can see it works. Just some of these setups here are not really it for me. I guess there was some working setups this day, but I don't really care too much. The only thing that I feel like maybe I should have taken would have been this long here. I did not know we were delivering out of this hourly when I was going over it. It would have been a partial anyways. Would have been a full TP. I probably would have just looked for 1R after rebalancing the 15-minute up here, because there's a 15-minute here. I probably would have just looked for a 1R inside the 15-minute. So this would have been TP, but already up like 3 trades on the week. Don't really want to didn't want to force anything on this last day. You know, it's Friday. You want to keep your profit from the week. Already up like 3R on this back testing. Go ahead and skip to the end. You can see we got some movement here, and then at the end, just some chop at the end of the session, which makes sense. I mean, we had this big dump from news. Price moved a lot. We tapped into this hourly. Price distributed. How many points up is this? We distributed up 220 points after dumping with news. So distributing 220 points, it makes sense for for price to chop a little bit, move a little bit slower. 200 points is a lot, so makes sense for the distribution, and then price just slows down at the end there. And that is going to be it for the back testing. Let's go ahead and pull up our results here. Let's go to the dashboard. And so you see this button here is the dashboard. I'm just trying to show you guys how to use Tradeful. So when you guys do eventually use it for whether it's your journaling once they add it, or for your back testing, you guys can go ahead and check it out and use it. So YouTube backtest. It says 50% win rate, but I know that there was 0 losses. You can see it was 0 losses and 3 wins and 3 break evens. I personally don't count break evens against my win rate. So for me, I would consider this 100% win rate. He said more trades. The guy who made Tradeful said he's adding an option to not count break evens against your win rate, because I know TradeZella doesn't count it against your win rate. And I personally want to like support Tradeful because I like more, and I just hope the best for his company. And yeah, I hope they add this soon so we can get like a real win rate. I feel like break evens don't count against it. So to me, this is 100% win rate. 3 break evens. I don't count break evens against my win rate. Only losses. You can see we took no losses in this back testing. Went through really thoroughly, took my time. That's why this video was a little bit longer. And on top of that, it kept lagging a little bit, which is something that'll come with time. He'll be able to fix his website and get everything to work a little bit smoother. But yeah, really good week. We're up what? This is 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, so it's 3 hour total, and then 0.5 hour. So 3.5 hour we're up on the week. Really nice, good stuff. And if you guys have any questions about any of the stuff in this video, let me know. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Check out any of the prop firms I use. I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. I'm tired. I gotta go to the bathroom too. But good stuff. And join the Discord if you guys want to live trade with me. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Like and subscribe. That helps. See you guys later.